We're picking back up today. Um, we're still in the middle of mech combat, and we're starting in on the rules on cover. So, soft cover, this just trees, bright light, just any sort of conditions that might make interference via your systems or actually obstructing your view. And then hardcover is a bit more intense with like buildings or tall walls. You only benefit from cover if the size of the obstruction is the same or larger than the size of your map. And cover doesn't stack, and unless specified, you can't give cover to another player or receive cover from them. And that's interesting, which wasn't seeing that in the earlier rules. It looks like you can still get soft cover from hard cover, even if you're not directly next to it. So harm. So there's 4 types of energy: explosive energy, kinetic or burn, damage, armor reduces all incoming damage, however can be ignored by AP and burn damage. If you have resistance to a certain type, you get half damage. You can't stack resistance. So you do your damage, apply any bonuses, and then armor subtracted from that total. And then resistance applies. So burn. When you take burn damage, you immediately take the damage, ignoring armor. And if you get burned, you have to make an engineering check at the end of your turn. On a success, you clear the burn. Otherwise, you take the burn damage again. Heat is a special type of harm. It doesn't count as damage, but ignores armor. It can be affected by resistance. It can be inflicted, or you can generate it on your own. And if you ever reach your heat cap, you'll overheat. And if a character without a heat cap, like a pilot or a drone, would take heat, they instead take an equivalent amount of energy damage. So bonus damage can only apply to melee or ranged weapons. It's never burn or heat. If no damage is specified, bonus defaults to kinetic damage. Or the attacker can choose a type from one of the same types as the weapon that hit the target. If an attack that targets more than one character deals bonus damage, that damage is halved. Some characters have immunity to certain damage types. Which obviously means you can't take damage from it, but also just can't really be affected. So now we're talking about the different combat actions available to you. You can take, as discussed earlier, you can take 2 quick actions or 1 full action. You cannot take the same action more than once a turn. Unless you have something like a talent or a system in your mech that will let you use it as a free action. So there's a end of turn phase for bookkeeping that occurs after you've done everything, but the next person hasn't gone yet. So we're looking at your quick actions. When you boost, you move at least one space up to your speed, which lets you take extra movement on top of your standard moves. Certain things only activate if you've boosted during your turn, and they do not. A standard move doesn't count. So grapple. So both characters are engaged if they weren't already. So to initiate the grapple, you just do a melee attack roll. So neither of the grappling parties can boost or take reactions. The smaller character becomes immobilized but moves when the larger party moves. If both are the same size, you'll make a contested check at the start of your turn, and the winner will count as the larger until the next turn. Grapple ends when either character is no longer next to each other, or the attacker chooses to end as a free action, or the defender makes a hull check as a quick action. I don't even want to think about it. That sounds like it'd be complicated unless you're playing rugby with your mechs, which I guess wouldn't be a bad idea for a thing like there's some sort of mech sport league you're joining in, but just there's complications if more than two people are grappling, but I think that's really worth thinking about. When you hide, you try to hide. You must not be engaged and must either be outside of any line of sight or in cover or invisible. If you hide, hard cover will hide you. Soft cover will only hide you if there's like a large amount of it and you're like completely in the middle. I guess there's talents that'll automatically give you soft cover, but this does not count for the purposes of this. If you're invisible, you can always hide. So the exact location cannot be identified when you're hitting, and you cannot be targeted directly. But they can still use area attacks to try and flush you out. You do not get engaged with if you're hidden. You cease to be hidden if you make an attack, or force someone to make a save, or use a boost or a reaction. you lose hidden also if you lose cover. And if you're invisible and hiding, if you become visible, you also lose the hidden. Or quick tech. So electronic warfare or countermeasures or technical actions. Choose an option from the quick tech list. All mechs have access to these options, but you can get upgrades to make okay, so you can take quick tech more than once a turn, but you have to choose a different option from the list. Unless something lets you do it as a reaction. So some of your options are bolstering, which will give a character +2 on their next skill or save that they make between the time you do it and the end of their next turn. You have scan, which will let you ask a question about the enemy mech. And they must answer honestly about one of the following: their weapon systems, and or like the full statistics. One piece of hidden information about the target. Oh, it gives you all. I was thinking, okay, that's a bit more, because I was thinking, oh, you can ask about your weapon systems or get all the full statistics. That seemed a bit heavier, but no, that's all the same category. You can ask about a piece of hidden information or piece of public information. I guess, I don't know. This one doesn't seem that useful, I guess, unless you're like hired to investigate someone. So you can walk on. So any character, allied character, making an attack against a character who's been locked on gets a +1 bonus on that attack. And then lock on goes away. So you can invade, which so they take 2 heat if you invade successfully, and you do a tech attack. Unsuccessfully take 2 heat, and you can choose one of the invasion options. Fragment single is the only default one, but it looks like you can unlock others with equipment. So fragment signal, you feed false information or just slightly harass their computer core. They become impaired and slowed until their next turn. It's saying you can also invade willing allied characters to create certain effects. I'm not sure what effects those are that you'd want to do that, but you always succeed as long as they're willing. uh, so you can ram. Um, they have to be the same size or smaller than you, and on a success, um, they're knocked prone, and you can also knock them back one space if you want. You can search to try and find hidden characters. Skirmish. I'm guessing that's like the quick attack that they mentioned. It's weird that they gave it a different name. But to skirmish, you can attack with a single weapon. Choose a weapon and a valid target. Then you roll your attack. You may also attack with an auxiliary weapon on the same mount. However, that weapon doesn't deal bonus. And super epic weapons can't be used like that. Barrage, you attack with 2 weapons or one. Oh, these are full actions now. You attack with 2 weapons or 1 super heavy weapon. Choose your weapons. You can choose different targets. And then also any auxiliary weapons you can use on the same target as long as they haven't been fired. Disengage, you can try and move away without provoking reactions. Full tech, you can perform 2 quick tech actions or full tech action. And as part of a full tech, you can choose the same quick tech action multiple times. Then improvised attack, you can use the terrain or something, whatever, you kind of want to be flavorful. Stabilize clears heat and expose. You take a repair to restore all. So you choose one of these, or you can mark 1 repair to restore all HP. And additionally, you can choose one of the following: reload all weapons that require loading, clear any burn, clear a condition that you didn't cause yourself, or clear an ally's condition that wasn't caused by themselves. So these are other actions, and whether they're quick, full, or you can choose is marked on each of these. So activate, you can do this as a quick or full action. You use a system or piece of gear, and what the type of action you need to do is dependent on that gear. Boot up is a full action. If you've gotten shut down as a condition, then you can boot up takes a full action. Mount, dismount, and eject are quick or full. When you mount or dismount, which is a full action, and then ejecting is a quick action. And if you eject until your next full repair, you can't use your mech. Prepare is a quick action, which is just saying you think something's going to come up, then you'll say, I'm preparing to do an action, but then if that condition doesn't come up, then you've lost your action. Self-destruct, which is surprisingly a quick action. So you initiate it as a quick action at the end of your next turn, or at the end of a turn within 2 rounds. It's sort of weird phrasing because you'd think you'd think you'd keep it simple. You'd just say at the end of one of your turns within the following 2 rounds. Your mech explodes. It annihilates your mech, killing anyone inside and causing a burst 2 explosion that deals 4d6 damage. Characters caught in the explosion can make an agility check to take half. Shutting down is a quick action. Which you might want to do it depending on conditions. All heat is cleared, as is exposed. Any cascading NHPs are normal. Any conditions like lock on immediately end. I wonder if there's a story reason, but you're immune to all. All tech actions. Okay, you're immune to all tech actions, and then you're stunned until you cease to be shut down, and the only way to not be shut down is to boot up. Skill check is a full action. If you want to do skill check to, help out in some way, and that's a full action. Overcharge. Once per turn, you can overcharge your mech, allowing you to make a quick action as a free action. You can even choose actions you've already taken a turn. The first time you overcharge, you take 1 heat. The second time you overcharge, you take 1d3 heat. The third, so you don't want to overcharge 3 times in the same combat. A full repair resets this counter. Reactions, you can brace. Which lets you have resistance for all damage, but you can't take reactions until the end of the next turn. And on that turn, you can only take 1 quick action and cannot overcharge. Move normally to, so if you are charging in and trying to tank some stuff for your team, that looks good. But that comes with some serious drawbacks. You can overwatch. If there's any movement within the range of your overwatch, then you can shoot. Free actions. During mech combat, you might leave your mech. And I guess you can use your AI assistant to do stuff even if you're not in the cockpit. Let's specify inside your mech. You don't, nothing is absence. Okay, so if you're like steal a mech somehow, then you get the impaired and slowed. Fighting on the ground. Yeah, so you can fight jockey. Yeah, so basically you do not want to be in this situation fighting against mechs on the ground. Non-human persons, you need to be present in the cockpit. However, mechs with the AI tag have some ability to act autonomously. You can, as a protocol action, you cannot take any actions or reactions with the mech until the start of your next turn. But the mech gets its own set of actions and reactions, and AIs don't benefit from any talents. You can act independently until you decide to regain control as another protocol action. And it looks like there will be a full section on AIs later. Okay. Then this is just a quick reference guide. Okay, so that just lists all the, and then, yeah, so it looks like, so wear and tear, mechs do not go down and out when they're reduced to 0 HP. If they reach 0 HP, you take major damage and take structure damage. Mechs have force structure for players, and most NPC mechs have 1 structure. When a character with structure reaches 0 HP, it takes 1 structure damage, makes a structure damage check, and resets its HP to full. Next, it takes any excess damage. Oh man, they've really set this up so combat's going to take forever because with like the repair being in action, so everybody has repair, and then like when a mech is reduced to 0 structure, it is permanently destroyed. So roll 1d6 per point of structure damage marked, including the structure damage that has just been taken. Structure damage table, 5d6, yeah. Overheating, so you take a stress and make overheat check when you get to your heat cap, and then it clears off heat. When a mech reaches zero stress, it suffers a meltdown at the end of its next turn. And then you can stabilize or perform a full repair to get rid of heat. And I guess there are some things that require you to be half or more to your heat cap to use. Maximum number of repairs. Mechs can be repaired in combat with stabilize. Outside of combat, they can be repaired when their pilot rests. To rest, clear all heat, and then you can also spend repairs. So, if you recover your wreckage and have the repairs, you can repair even a destroyed mech. And I guess if this is for if you die but want to keep playing your same character, you can I guess if the story warrants it, you can clone yourself, but there are some penalties, it looks like, which are listed here. So that is it for today. Next we'll move on to section 4, the compendium, where it looks like we'll find out about talents, we've already looked at the pilot gear, and then we'll find out more about licensing, and it looks like we'll finally get to see a detailed look in some mechs. I'll be back with that tomorrow.